Hi, my name's Kara Colthorpe and I read Teaching Like Your Hair's on Fire. I thought it was a wonderful book and it gave me many great examples to hopefully use in my classroom one day. It was a good book to read different examples and learn different subjects on how to teach them, and I thought the author was a very good writer as well. There are three main things to this book to me. The first one was the levels of teaching. The second one was going through each subject, and the third one was being able to apply them to my own life. For the first part, the levels of teaching. The first one is when a child does something to stay out of trouble. And this is for the fear of his teacher, that he's scared he'll get in trouble by the teacher, that his approval won't be there. The second one is the reward. And that is when a kid does something because he knows he's getting a reward out of it. As in, if I have a sub and I say, kids, be good. If you're good, I'll have a pizza party for you when I get back. That would be getting a reward. The third one is to please somebody. And this is when a kid does something to please himself, a teacher, his other classmates, anything of that sort. And this is very common because he wants to look like the goody two-shoes or the good kid. The fourth one is it's the rules. And that is pretty self-explanatory, that those are the rules of the classroom, and if you follow them, then that's good, and it's almost to please yourself. The fifth one is to be considerate of others. And a good example of this is when like a sub comes in and she can't find the papers somewhere, that she asks a student and the student helps her to be considerate of her, which is a very high level, but it's not the best. The sixth one is the personal code of behavior. And this is the one you always want to strive to reach with all of your students, and you always want them to understand. And this is when they do something out of their own good, and because they think it's the right thing to do, not for any other reasons, but just to be a good person. Now, going over the subjects. Going over the subjects was a big chunk of the book, and I thought this was wonderful. Since everyone teaches different subjects, it can help anybody in many different ways. It tells you examples to do, it shows you games, it tells you things that have worked, things that haven't worked, how to handle certain situations, and I thought it was wonderful. Some examples of the different chapters are English, reading, writing, science, math, anything of that sort. He even went into PE and art and economics, which is wonderful, because a lot of the times you think to do the basic reading, writing, arithmetic stuff, but you never think about the art and how important that is to a child and how it helps them grow as well. Now, the bigger picture, applying it to my own life. I thought it was a wonderful book. It showed me many different ways to think about the big picture and try to get the most out of the book. That there's not just one way to teach a kid, that many kids learn different ways, and you just have to get into the child's head and see the best way to get through to them. If one way doesn't work, you have to think of other ways, because each child can be reached. It's just a matter of how to reach them. So I thought the book was absolutely wonderful, and hopefully I can use it one day in my own classroom. Thank you.